Didn't see my shorts, I think.
No, they probably walked off on their own.
Very funny. I'll go and find them.
Oh, actually, before you go upstairs, would you mind putting this in the bin for me?
Yeah, okay.
It's a bit heavy.
Lovely.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. As you've seen, we've got rid of the two beds that were in this room and put this one up. These two cross braces don't actually belong to this bed, but we can't find the ones for this bed. I'm not sure we've ever had them, in fairness. And we can't find any beds that correspond with these two cross braces. So I've just quickly converted them. And normally the base would sit on there and then a mattress on top of the base. But in this case, we haven't got a base, but we've got two mattresses. So we may just settle for two mattresses, but I've got to put these slats on, but they're too wide. So I'm going to just trim those off, and then that's that. And all we're trying to do with this room is get it to a point where it looks nice. So any family or friends that come over, we've got the option. They can sleep in this room, or they can sleep in the room the other side of here. That's the Rose room. And there's quite a bit of work to do in this room, but for now we just want to make this place clean, tidy, sort the walls out, sort the windows out, that sort of thing. So I've got about another half an hour to finish this bed off, and then what Susie's going to do, she's going to come up here and we're going to just have a look at this wall. It's all a bit powdery and flaky. There's white on my fingers there, and underneath it there's blue. It's been painted with blue. Now previously, I've cleaned a lot of this stuff off the windows, that window there, the fireplace, there's a window there. And I filmed all that last year doing that. But we want to strip these walls off back to the bare basics and then decide on paints and colour. So we're going to do a couple of sample areas just to see which is the best method. So I think we're going to get some bicarbonate of soda, which you've seen me using in the past. And we might try the wallpaper steamer. It might just come off with that, I don't know. We're trying to avoid sanding it if needs be, because it's going to be a nightmare. So yeah, we're going to do that. So I'm going to get on with this, which will be about another half hour, and then we'll be on to that. But in the meantime, I'll just quickly show you one or two jobs that we want to do in here. Yeah, so the window needs a good coat of paint and a bit of rubbing down here and there. It looks in fairly good condition. Maybe a touch of filler or something like that. So that's the job we've got to do. Likewise, this window. In fact, I can see a gap in there. So yeah, there's a few little gaps. So I need to do that anyway. And of course, cobwebs. We've got to tile this fireplace. We've never got around to that. All these tiles that we salvaged. So that's the job we've got to do. Another one is we've got to obviously fill where we've had the electrics put in. These are new electrics, so that's easily done. However, there is a bit of a problem here. Unfortunately, you can see this line here. That's where there was some old electrics. And so the electrician decided to channel out here and put the new switch near the door, etc. Great thinking. However, he didn't notice that under here is granite. It's not that hard actually, which is why he was able to channel through, but he got to this point and then realised he was actually channeling through granite. So he owned up to it, and he felt very sorry and guilty and all that. And so what do you do? So what we could do is strip the granite here and just have like a thin piece here, and then fill, and then this part becomes the wall. But the actual granite, just one of the stones comes out this far, and it's generally out here. So we would be missing all this. I can't imagine being able to fill this and leave it looking like granite. I think that's going to be a challenge. We may try that and see how it looks. So the first thing to do, let's strip it all back. And then if we can maybe do a random area with some sand and maybe some stones, ground up stones or something like that, I don't know. I think it'll be a challenge, and I'm not sure we'll be able to achieve that. So I think we may end up just revealing this amount long term and then painting whatever's the other side. But yeah, that was a real shame. But these things happen, But this is all granite as well, so this can be revealed. So that's another job we've got to do. Now, in the long term, another job we want to do is in this corner, put a little ensuite. And the room is plenty big enough to accommodate that. We've just got to design it so it doesn't look as though it's just been plonked in the corner. It's got to look as though it belongs here. And the plumbing and sewage shouldn't be a problem because directly below us is the cav and the sewage runs through there. Getting the water to here might be a little challenging, but we'll work it out. But that's not for this phase, that's long term, and that's part of the major replumbing that we've got to do with this place. But that is something we'd like to do in this corner. And another job, which is probably for the next phase, we don't need to do it right now. You can see this lighter patch of floor. They've replaced some of the floor here. And when I was doing the bed here, I could see signs of old woodworm in the floorboards. In some cases, they do feel a little bit spongy. But it's perfectly safe. But I think long term, we'll have to think about ripping all this floor up. But that's not for this phase. We just want to get it placed nice, neat and tidy for now. And of course, I mentioned the other side of this is our rose room. So I want to get back into there and do that. I found it a bit frustrating, really. Once the furniture went back in that room, I was having to work around furniture all the time. And of course, we were working around friends and family who turned up. And sometimes it was only here for one night or maybe 2 nights, but it stops you doing anything. And I couldn't really get into a rhythm with it. So I'm going to be continuing that room, and we're going to be doing this room. And of course, we've got the chicken run, the chicken palais de poule. So, you know, there's lots of work we're going to be doing, lots of little jobs as well around the place. So, yeah, lots of this sort of content coming up. So this is the damage to the veneer. It's come away here, there's some of it missing down here, and it goes all the way down to the bottom, and there's some damage there. So basically the veneer's gone in the middle. But it can either be taken off and you can buy the veneer and shape it and put it back on, or Susie could make some sort of padded, cushioned end on this. And with her skills, that might look very nice. So we'll give that some thought.
I'm just testing some bicarbon bleach and water on this emulsion because it's peeling off here. See if we can get it off, but it's got this blue paint underneath. It seems to be coming off. And Rosie's trying the steamer. I think that's working too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's down to the plaster.
Huh. Might take some time.
Yeah.
We're struggling getting the blue off with this paste, so
Yeah.
it means we have to put another coat on there. So I think this wallpaper strip is the clear winner. It's coming off
Well,
in one.
it's just coming off in one go, isn't it?
Yeah,
So, right.
could take some time.
It could do, but you know, it's got to be done.
Mm,
Can't paint over this stuff; it's going to flake off in places. So,
yeah. Trouble is, some of the it'll need a lot of little bits of filling, won't it?
yeah,
Because I'd like to wallpaper.
right. It's very uneven. This one.
Yeah, I know. It's like the Himalayas.
Okay. Anyway,
We'll see.
so at the moment, that's the best option.
Mm. We have got that thick lining paper.
It's about 2 inches thick.
Yeah, I think we're going to leave it there now. But thank you all for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you to everyone that bought us coffees. That's really kind of you. It
Thank
really
you.
helps.
Yeah. So we'll leave you to it, and we'll see you in 2 or 3 days' time. Bye.
Bye.